with Stephen Bowers here in his Topeka, Kansas shop. Stephen, first off, want to thank you for letting us come out and do this for you.
Yeah, I appreciate for you guys coming out here and talking to us. So, this is where I build my race cars at, and this is where we operate at. And just bought this house in July, so this is where we do all of our stuff at right here.
Yeah, 'cause I think the last time I was out here and saw you, you were actually doing some insulating and whatnot. But now you've gotten the car here behind us. You've had a chance to go out and race. Talk to us a little bit about what went on down in Texas, and does it get you primed and ready to go for this year based off of all the wins that you racked up at both Heartland Park and Thunder Hill last year?
Yeah, we picked up a couple of spring sponsor, and we picked up a shock sponsor over the summer or over the winter, and I think it's going to help us out in the '09 season. And we was pretty successful with that down there at Texas, and we just need a little bit more time to get going. But we just kind of started late there, and we just happened to have a missed failure in our driver's registration of getting in, and we had to start dead last in the B feature. So we started 23rd or 24th, and we got all the way up to 6th. I think we had a couple more cautions, we would have been looking up in the top two, hopefully. So.
Now, I know we talked a little bit about it, that when you went down there, you were excited about the way things went. You really enjoyed yourself while you were down there. But for a big money show, though, you basically really got a heat race on one night. You got a B feature on the other night. Would you have liked to seen a little bit of a different format, or at least like to have not to mess up in the registration, because you did move through the field?
Well, yeah, I like to have maybe like two separate nights of racing, and it'll give a chance you get a heat race and a B feature and an A main for that night instead of having two nights of racing. But when you have 200 and 250 cars down there, it's kind of hard to get them all in the field. So like I said, it's first race of the year, and everybody was gunning for first place. So I guess a lot of good talent out there, and like I said, and it's tough. It was really tough.
Now, with over 200 cars down there, you've got a lot of competition down there. It's the beginning of the season. Is there anything that you were able to pick up by looking at, say, somebody else's car? Because, not only you, there were a lot of big names that were left out of that field. So there's some people that have figured some things out right off the bat, and there's some people that need to get caught up a little bit.
Yeah, well, I was happen to be one of them. Like I said, we trying to figure out some stuff, and I think we're going to have a pretty good season this year, and kind of hoping to get my new car together, get some money behind us, get my new car together, and hopefully we'll bring out the new car here another month or 2 months and get that rolling out of here, because I think that's going to be a pretty good car. So, and we're going to keep this car just in case my other car ain't a good car. So I'm thinking, we changed some stuff, and hopefully for the best of us that we're going to have a pretty good season. And I built my dad a B mod too, so he's hopefully we're gonna me and my dad will have a pretty good season this year.
Now, coming off of the 2008 season of track championship at Heartland Park, Topeka, probably the most wins, I believe, at Thunder Hill Speedway, even though you didn't come away with the championship there. So you've got a lot of momentum to build off of. You talked about building cars. You've got a few more out there just besides you and your dad's too as well. How's the car building business going?
Well, we just been building me and my dad's car, and I've been selling my old cars to people around here or whoever wants them, and hopefully, we'll still keep that way until I don't want to start building right away, and I just kind of want to keep 2 cars a year for now. Just for right now, because it's pretty headache just to build 2 cars. But except for that, we'll probably still keeping for 2 cars, and for me and my dad, maybe every year we'll probably build 2 brand new cars every year.
Well, now it's a headache for you to build cars, say, in a mass quantity, but building a car for yourself, what's the advantage? Is it a huge advantage knowing every inch of this car from start to finish?
Yes, it does, because every year you'll develop new research on the car. Well, we need to do this different because this right here is breaking and it's flexing too much. We need to stiffen this up, and we need to move this because it's rubbing and stuff like that. And then, yeah, it is successful that you can build your own car and have a successful car. And yeah, then it makes a difference that every bar width, every bar in there, and if I get hurt, it's all my fault. and I know I ain't gonna blame it on nobody else. And if so, that's just basically how racing is. I mean, it's it's not easy building your own race cars.
No, nobody ever probably said it was. Now, looking at 2009, what's the schedule hold for Stephen Bowers Jr.? Where are you going to be racing at? Do you plan on making the USMTS race right off the bat? And then from there, where are you going?
Well, we're trying to make that USMTS race here in a couple weeks at Humboldt, but we'll see how that rolls off. I got a couple sponsors might help me out for the entry fees with that. Then we'll probably definitely race the Thunder Hill one, and we're probably gunning for that one for sure. That's 100% there. So if we can get some money and get rounded up, get that Humboldt race, then we'll probably go down there and run that Humboldt race and get a little more experience for the season start. So, I mean, Heartland and Thunder Hill starting off Saturday nights, it's gonna be a challenge where everybody's gonna go, and I haven't made 100% which way I'm gonna go yet, but most likely, I mean, I'll go wherever, and my fans are gonna follow me wherever I go. So.
Well, and basically the fans are probably going to follow you wherever you go, so it'll be your decision in the long run. But looking at that, you look at both tracks now. You've got one track that's already thrown out a points fund, also thrown out a purse. The other track right now, Thunder Hill, has not, announced a purse. Is that something that weighs in your mind? Because, you have proven that you can win at both tracks. Is the money issue something that's going to play into your decision in the long run?
Well, yeah, the money issue is going to be playing in the long run. I mean, Heartland Park putting in a $2,000 win in the point series, and I think 550, 600 winning weekly night. But I mean, you got to look at the decision. If the track's rough, what's going to be cheaper? I mean, fixing your car every week, or maybe racing for a little less and don't have to spend nothing. Because right now, the way parts are and stuff is right now in this economy, you kind of want, basically, if you just finish the race without breaking anything, you're coming out ahead. But if you start breaking something, there's nights Heartland Park I won, but I had over $800 in damage, and I even won that night, and I didn't think I came out ahead. I won, but I didn't come out ahead. So because the track surfaces was rough, so I mean that's going to play a big factor of them getting that track prepped, and hopefully they have a pretty good track. And it's going to depend on the track condition. I think the biggest thing. I mean, they might pay a little more, but they're going to have a good track.
Yeah, matter of fact, I remember a couple years ago you went down to Central Missouri and actually made the show and ended up coming out on the losing end of the deal because you ended up tearing up a lot of material there too as well, and that does. How about sponsorship? Does sponsors play into any factor of where you might go, or do pretty much the sponsors let you dictate where you want to run?
Yeah, my sponsors basically let me dictate where I run, and they just want to see me They just want to see it advertised out there and make sure I'm running every week, and hopefully gain publicity out there and see where I'm running. And I'm going to try to get our website going out here so everybody, the fans and my sponsors have something to look for every week. They can go look on my website and see how I'm doing, stuff like that.
Well, outside of that, Stephen, I want to thank you for letting us again come by here tonight, take a little bit of your time, your nice shined-up ride from last year at least over there. Plus, we've also got some shots of the new car as well, too. Good luck to you on the 2009 season, and again, thank you.
Yep, thank you. Thank you, Junior.
Appreciate it.